Welcome. I'm making this video for a special request from a friend who I've known for a while, and she was taking my virtual yoga and barre classes at the beginning of the quarantine in May and June. In May, she was super consistent, came all the time, feeling good, and then she got sick. So it wasn't COVID, fortunately, but unfortunately, she did have a lot of symptoms of COVID. So shortness of breath, extreme fatigue, muscle soreness. So she reached out to me after she recovered. Took her about a month. Now she's cleared to start doing more physical activity. So she asked me what were some good breathing exercises and yoga poses to do that aren't too much, don't take a lot of energy as she's still recouping. So I decided to do a quick video to share. I'm in Chicago right now. She's all the way in Nigeria. So I hope it reaches her and anybody in between that needs to receive this right now. So what you're gonna grab is a few sturdy pillows. If you don't have sturdy pillows and you wanna use yoga blocks and you have those, you can use them as well. Or if you have a foam roller or bolster, you can grab that. Your yoga mat, of course, or if you want to just lay on carpet, that's fine too. And any water or tea that you want to drink. I'm using my awesome Takea water bottle. It is sweat-proof, leak-proof, so it does not drip out onto the floor or anywhere on your surfaces. Super fun, handy handle, and this really easy twist off, but it stays on the lid. So just my little favorite water bottle. I've tried a lot over the years, and so far this one is doing pretty good. So grab all your props and meet me back here in just a few moments. Welcome back. So we're gonna go ahead and work through a quick restorative yoga sequence. So this is designed to help support your breathing, your lungs, your diaphragm, and help support your immunity. If you're getting over a sickness, make sure that you're taking your time. As always, in any pose, we never want to feel any pain. So always position yourself to where you're feeling comfortable, but where you feel the stretch and where you feel it in your body. So grab your blocks if you have blocks or any supported pillows that are close to you. And we're gonna start in a child's pose today. So if you're on a hard ground, you can always get a blanket or something to help support your knees. And really as wide as your legs go, that feels good is totally fine. Then you're gonna just walk your hands out and allow your head to rest. Relax the muscles in your face. Good. Bring awareness to what's happening in your hips. If you need to adjust your feet and separate them, or close the legs or widen them. And take a couple nice long breaths here. Notice you can relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. We're going to take a total of 5 breaths and start to bring a lot of awareness to your lower, middle, and upper back. Imagining that you're inflating the back side of your body towards the ceiling. At the same time, you're creating a balloon on the front side of your belly, creating expansion and openness on all sides. Keep breathing through the side of your body, underneath your shoulders, by your rib cage especially. Make this a very dynamic breath. Begin to walk your hands and your body, gently lifting the head up and over towards one side. Doesn't matter which side. Your chest may drape over the thigh, it might not. And we're going to focus on all of our side of our body. So this is our QL muscle, our quadratus lumborum, the lower part of your back. And then we're going into all of our lat muscles and our intercostal muscles where the rib cages are. And that's really where we want to bring some attention to and some breath to. So allow your head to relax. Allow your shoulder to soften. And bring awareness to your breath, creating space and openness through the sides, especially through the rib cage. Avoid constricting your belly. Keep opening your body up with air. One more. If you need to, you can stay here for longer. And when you're ready, slowly walk your hands back to center. And then over towards the other side, same thing. Really important to try to relax the arms, relax the head. Allow the hip to relax down towards the heel. Come back to your breath. Try not to hold on to tension. Keep breathing into your rib cage, both on the front, side, and back. Slowly walk the hands and the body back to the center in your traditional child's pose. We'll rest here for 2 more even breaths. And walk your hands back towards your knees, palms flat. Shoulders drop back and away from the ears, and then nice and slow, just start to press away from the ground, keeping the chin tucked, head down. Good. Arms are straight, or you can keep a nice bend to them. And we'll take 2 big breaths. Releasing the air however it feels good. 1 more inhale. Walk your hands in front of you and bring your body forward into a tabletop. You're going to walk your knees hips distance, shoulder distance apart. Spread your fingertips nice and long and wide. And then keep the shoulders away from the ears but in line with the wrists. And same thing with your hips. Hips are right over your knees. The neck is long and neutral. Your gaze is forward and down. We're going to draw some big shoulder circles. One direction. And the other direction. Good. And then we'll come into our full traditional cat-cow. Good. Looking up, arching the belly. Good. And we're going to take a nice full breath here. Try to inflate the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Slowly drop the tailbone, round the spine. Tuck the chin into the chest. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. 1 more inhale. Exhale. Good. Come to a neutral spine. Spinal twist, so walk your hand a little bit more center line, midline of your body, and then reach your top arm up. Good, so we want to focus again on our upper middle thoracic, and we're not focusing on our arm going back, we're more so focusing on this rotation of our spine, of our thoracic body. So you want to think about opening up from the belly, from the rib cages, If you're really tight, you're gonna start to feel some tension, maybe some resistance on your middle back. These are your erector muscles. And just breathe here. Try to bring breath, even holding your hand here. Try to inflate your body. Exhale. Good. Keep the rotation going open. One more inhale. Exhale. And if that's ever too much, then you can just work in your range of motion that feels good. So if it feels better, only maybe 1 to 2 inches of rotation versus 4 or 5, then just go what feels good for your body. We're going to go ahead, roll out our wrists, and then switch positions. Inhale, other arm reaches open. So notice the hips are still square. You're opening up from the navel, and then your middle thoracic, upper thoracic. If you want to bring your hand to your rib cage for connection. You can always keep your gaze down. Slowly release. Good. And then we're just going to do 1 downward dog. So fingertips are spread really wide. Creases of your wrists are aligned to the top of your mat. You're going to go ahead and tuck your toes. Keep your knees bent and your feet hips distance, shoulder distance apart. Good. And all you're going to do is just send your chest back. So your arms are lengthening really long. You're breathing. Keep a bend to the knees, otherwise you can start to walk your feet back 1 to 2 inches, and then maybe press the heels down. If that's too much through the backs of the legs, then bend the knees. If you feel any tension in your shoulders, bend your knees. Tension in your hamstrings, bend your knees. Pretty much the answer to everything in yoga. I hear so many people say that they can't do yoga because they're not flexible. But that's the one thing I tell them, is just to start where you are, bend your knees, and then you'll be able to touch the ground. Anyway, full breath in, full breath out. Good. Walk your body into a plank pose, so just shift your body forward. And that's another good alignment trick for your downward dog. So you can come into your plank, shoulders over your wrists, and then arms go back. So if you have to move or adjust your feet, then you aren't in necessarily the best alignment. So you should be able to go from your plank to your dog. And keep your knees bent even if you need to. All right, drop to the knees, roll the wrists, slowly rise up. Inhale, float your arms up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Good, so we're gonna go ahead and stand up, and we're gonna make our way over towards a chair. So grab a chair. If you're at a couch, you're in your living room, you can put your feet up on your couch. Doesn't really matter. So we're gonna go ahead. I'll give you some time to find your chair or your couch and bring your yoga mat with you. Just line it up. We're going to do a restorative feet up the wall or feet up the chair pose. So I'm going to put this by my head. Okay, so this bolster, you do not necessarily need it. You want to get as close as you can to your chair. And then if you'd like, you can lift your hips up and allow your back to relax. If you want more, You can grab a block and put it there. That's what I'm gonna stick with because it feels really good. Turn your palms face up, allow your shoulders to relax. Now with the block, you wanna make sure that you're on the flat part of your pelvis. And as long as it feels okay, you're good. Remember, at any point if something feels uncomfortable, then go ahead and move positions. So this pose is really, really good for energy building, for circulation, blood flow, for circulating our lymph fluid, which helps promote a healthy immune system, our lymph system. So as you're laying here in this position, I want you to think and visualize that energy, that circulation, that healthy flow of movement that's providing the inner workings of your body to keep going and to keep fighting and to keep getting stronger and healthier. Inflating your body with every inhale. Exhale, relax. Notice if any body part is twitching or wanting to move, and see if you can bring more stillness. See if you can create more openness with your breath. Let's take 5 more breaths here. If this position feels good, honor your body and stay here. You can always come back to this video and redo any pose. To get out of this pose, you're going to bring your feet right to the tip of your chair. Then you're going to press one foot on the ground. You're going to lift up your hips and draw the block or bolster or pillow away. Rest both feet on the ground and knees come together. Bring one hand to the belly, one hand to your heart. Take a full breath in and out. Good. And then our final pose will be a bridge pose. Fingertips graze your heels, and then slowly we're going to tilt the pelvis under, one vertebra at a time. We're going to lift up. Good. And then walk the shoulder blades together. Your hands can either press down or you can interlace your palms and press down through the forearms. Make sure that your chin is gently tucked so your neck is long. And we're going to go ahead and breathe. Exhale. Create space through the lungs, the chest, the diaphragm, the collarbone. Keep grounding into the feet. One more breath. Release your hands. Use the back of your arms to press into the mat. And then exhale one vertebra at a time. Slowly lower down. Good. Knees rest together. Hand to the belly, hand to your heart. Full breath in. Full breath out. Reach both arms above your head. Continue to take big breaths. Filling up your rib cage, especially on the sides and the back. Your hands can rest, or your hands can connect and your arms can reach up nice and energetically, bringing a little bit more breath and air a little bit higher. Relax your arms. Connect your hands to center. Thumbs in between your brow, connecting with your third eye center. Give gratitude for the health and the wellness and the abilities that you do hold right now in this moment. Gratitude for taking the time out to do these simple practices that can help you greatly. Take a nice full breath in gratitude. Exhale in gratitude. Gently roll your body to the side. In a comfortable side lying position. And when you're ready, use your hand, press all the way up to seated. Return yourself to a comfortable seated position, hands to the heart, thumbs back to your brow, bowing again in gratitude. Namaste.